Hello everyone, Julia here, hello from Sweden and welcome to a new video. And today I want to show you a flip through of my finished passport size travel journal with some short trips of this year. This was for me more like a complementary journal to my main travel journal in the regular size. Sometimes I like to document my short trips in the bigger format, bigger size, and my regular size traveler's notebook. Sometimes I prefer this one, so usually I have both sizes as my travel journal for some short trips. Usually it's like 1-day trips, and I already showed the finished short trips insert short time ago in the regular size short trips insert, and I will link that video also if you would like to see that one and see how I document my short trips in the bigger format. But today I want to show you this little insert that I recently finished, and here I have some trips from April to November, and this is the only passport size travel journal that I finished this year so far, and I think it actually will be the only one. I don't think that I will start a new insert for short trips in passport size. I still have one in regular size, so I will be using that one until the end of the year. So this is the only passport size journal that I finished this year, and I like passport size for many different kinds of journals, for many purposes, but as a travel journal it doesn't always work for me. I usually prefer bigger size for my travel journals because I usually need more space. I like to include many photos, many ephemera, so passport size usually is not enough for me, but for some short trips it works perfectly. So for me it's a great size, like as a little complementary journal. I started this little insert in April. I think before April I didn't document any short trips in passport size, but I started this one in April. And on 5th of April I went to a little day trip, or rather like a half-day trip to Bramola, which is a little town literally like 20 minutes away by train, or even 15. So it's like super close, but I just wanted to go for like a little daily adventure, and I went to the lake there and walked a bit there, like around the lake and in the forest, and it was really nice to go somewhere for a day and just to see something new. Sometimes I just like to go somewhere alone and just see something new, even if it's like nothing really special, nothing very spectacular. I just like to visit some new places also around here. So I think it was one of the first trips in spring that I did, and like it was kind of spontaneous. I didn't really plan anything, I just wanted to go basically somewhere new, like not too far, that I don't have to spend too much time in the train. And I remember that I really liked this little trip. The only thing that it was really windy. It wasn't very cold already, but it was very windy, and because of that it was kind of cold to be next to the lake, so unfortunately I couldn't stay there very long. But anyway, it was a nice little trip. Then also in April I went to Malmo, and I go to Malmo often and usually to the concerts, and I don't document those trips to the concerts like in the travel journal. Usually the concert trips go to my music journal, but sometimes I also go to Malmo just to spend some time there, to go to some shops or restaurants or cafes or bars or something like that. And this was one of those times. I met my husband after work and we just walked a bit in town. It was beginning of beautiful springtime, cherry blossoms already started a bit, and we just walked a bit through the city. I think also went to a bookshop, went to some parks, enjoyed the nice sunny day and nature, and also went to Ukrainian beer bar. There is I think it was kind of new back then, a new Ukrainian place, and I really wanted to go there to check it out. I'm from Ukraine originally, and I really like Ukrainian food and miss Ukrainian food, and this is the place in Malmo where you can get really good Ukrainian food and also some beer from small Ukrainian breweries. So we went to this Ukrainian beer bar, and I went to my favorite fantasy bookshop and I think got some books. So yeah, it was a nice little day trip. Another one in April was to Ahus, and there will be a few more pages in this journal about Ahus, because that's one of the places where me and my husband go regularly. It's very close to us, 25-ish minutes by bus, and we often go to the beach there just to walk along the beach and in the forest, and nature there is really beautiful, and in general the town is very small and cozy, and we prefer to go there in spring or winter or late autumn, because in summer it can be really busy. It's quite a touristic place here, and many people who live around here go there in summer to the beach and have some summer houses there. So it can be really busy in summer, but in any other time of the year it's always very quiet and empty and cozy. So we like to go there sometimes, and yeah, we went to the beach as always and had some lunch and tea at the beach and walked along the beach and through the forest. And I always document this little daily adventures. I've been there many times, but still it's something special for me, something out of ordinary. I don't do it every day or even every week. And I like to print photos from those daily trips there. And in this case, this passport size is really perfect, because I don't want to document these trips in detail and spend a lot of time doing it, but just basically print some pictures and write a few words about the day, and this size works great. This is already May, and again it was a little day trip to Malmo and Copenhagen, I think. I went to Copenhagen to pick up my visa to UK for my summer trip to England, and spent some time in Copenhagen, and then also went back to Sweden and met my husband in Malmo after work. So we went for a walk somewhere to some parks, and it was already very nice, warm, beautiful spring, so we just went somewhere to enjoy beautiful spring nature and sunny weather, and then also went to a new place. I think it called the Tap Public House, with different local craft beers, and it was first time for us there, and it was really nice and fun evening. I think here I wanted to continue something in May and like put here this May calendar, and probably wanted to document some other trips in May here, but didn't do it. Maybe changed my mind and rather did it in my regular size travel journal, or I don't know. But this page stayed blank, so in the end I just added there some stickers and made this little collage. And the next trip here is already in August, and this was again a trip to Bramola, and the same one as here in the beginning, but this time I went there with my husband because I really liked the nature there. It was like really nice and quiet around that lake, so we went there together and spent some time at the lake, and yeah, just walked around there a bit and walked in the forest. Then the next one in August is again Malmo, and this was actually a trip to IKEA to get a new mattress, but I decided to make a little day adventure out of it, because why not? And I also documented this little trip here. I think I went to some other shops before IKEA, and then went to IKEA with my husband, and we had dinner there, classic IKEA dinner, meatballs, and got some cute plushies and had a good time there actually. So yeah, I also decided to include it here. Then the next one here is already in September. In the end of September I went to Lund, and I think it was together with my husband and his parents when they were visiting. So it was just a little day adventure in Lund. We wanted to show Lund to his parents, and of course I went to Lexi's Paper, which is my favorite stationery shop in Sweden, and it's also Travelers Company partner shop in Sweden. So yeah, here is the partner shop stamp, and I got there this cute raccoon note papers and a few other small things. And we also went to Botanical Garden there. It's a really beautiful place there. And I picked up this cute little oak leaf there and also included it in my journal. Here is another raccoon note paper. So it was a little trip to Lund in the end of September. And we also went there to an Italian restaurant and had a really nice pizza. And the next one is in October. I went to Copenhagen, and again it was because of some appointment that I had there, but I also decided to use that time and spend some time in Copenhagen and just walked there a bit through the city and just enjoyed the good weather. It still was quite warm. It was in the beginning of October, a bit grey and gloomy, but still warm. I also went to area store, which also has some Travelers Company products. It's not a partner shop, but they carry Travelers Company products and have quite a lot of cool stuff there. It's like a combination of gift shop and stationery shop. They have really many beautiful things there, some handmade things and some art prints and whatnot, and also some stationery. So I went to this stationery shop there and also sent some postcards, because I think unfortunately it's some of the last postcards that I sent from Denmark, because Danish Post is closing postal services for like letters and postcards, and from the next year, I think from beginning of 2026, it will be only possible to send packages, not letters or postcards, which I think is really sad. But yeah, so I decided to send some postcards, use the chance while it's still possible. And I think I still can do it one more time, because I will be in Copenhagen again in the end of November. So I can send a few more postcards. And here I have another little trip in October. We went to the forest out of town and just walked through the forest. It was a very beautiful autumn day, very warm still, and then we also went to Ahus again and spent some time there walking along the beach. And as you can see, it's empty at this time of the year. It's absolutely empty. There are hardly any people, just maybe some local people walking their dogs sometimes, but yeah, it's very quiet and peaceful. And the last one here is actually from yesterday. I'm filming this on 10th of November, and yesterday was Sunday, and we went to Ahus again to walk through the forest to enjoy last warm days of autumn. It still was actually quite warm, like very quiet, no wind, so it was nice to walk through the forest and enjoy this beautiful autumn views in the forest. And also we spent some time at the beach and had lunch at the beach, which was really nice. So it was another little day trip to Ahus, and that's it. That's the end of this journal. I finished it yesterday in the evening. And as I said, I don't think I will start another short trips insert in passport size for this year. This will be the only one, but I really like how it turned out. It's a collection of different daily adventures, really short trips, but all of them were very nice, so I really like to have all of them here in this journal, and it's mostly Sweden and Copenhagen, but yeah. It's a nice little insert, so I hope that you liked this video, and as always, thank you so much for watching and see you in my next videos. Bye!